Hi, everybody. This is Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray. And hopefully, this is going to be a quick video today, as it seems our great friend is headed to the beach. And if you had seen from the comments, one of the more popular videos of Sarasota Tim's content is going to a beach. And with him being in Florida, obviously, he has a number of beautiful beaches that he can go and visit. But he doesn't want to go alone to the beach. He cannot be either alone or sit still with himself for any length of time. So he does have a special friend who he somehow, we don't know how this happens, catches her at some points in the video. And I think there is potentially an understanding between this person and Tim that they are not to be on camera. But, Tim can't help himself. He likes to brag a little bit that this person's obviously hanging out with him. Who knows? Who knows with Tim? Maybe it's because he knows it makes content. Anyway, it makes content for us. Underneath Tim at the moment is a statement from my attorneys reminding Mr. Baker what fair use is. So I just want to always make sure that he's aware, that I'm aware, that I know what fair use is, and I know that you're aware too, because my attorney reached out to you on 2 occasions, Tim, including with a cease and desist. All right, I'm going to take that down, because I know people just want to concentrate on Tim and my facial expressions. All right, if you're not aware, though, and you are new to this channel, I am a registered nurse, and I am trained to be a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, but I don't treat or diagnose anybody. No, I do not. But I will talk about topics around medical, anything around health, and obviously anything to do with how the mind works, all that good stuff. So let's just delve into this video. I have our good friend sped up to 1.25, and we'll see how patriotic this person gets with the upcoming Memorial Day holidays that are happening here in the United States. Take it away, Tim. Oh, take it away, Tim.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from Walmart. But we've already been inside. I've already shopped till I.
So he's already given a little bit of a clue here that he has company. Now, maybe this person said, we just need to get in and out of the store. I'm not having you film in here. Not, we just need to pick stuff up. Because Tim cannot resist a Walmart inside the shop film and pointing at everything and touching everything and telling us how much everything costs. You can't resist it. But obviously today we have been denied the pleasure of the interior of the Walmart. But he did drop a clue. It's a we. So Tim is not alone. And so his language, he's always clear. And that's not a royal we, okay? Just saying. It's not the royal we. Though narcissists have a tendency to talk in third person.
Dropped. I got myself a couple of chairs. Look at this. I'm proud of this. I'm going to put these on the window of the...
Now, if I'm not correct, does our good friend Sarasota Tim, one, not have just said in one of his more recent sets of videos, because he puts out like 15 a day, complained of throwing his back out because he was lugging stuff to the beach. And we don't see a beach buggy, I don't think, back there. Chairs. I thought he had all this stuff. I live also at the beach. I live in Virginia Beach. I actually do live in the oceanfront area, so I'm not far from the beach. Now, I can ride my bike to the beach and be able to not worry about having to park. So I have a basket and I can put my beach chair on the front. I've had the same bike, the same beach chair. I finally replaced my beach chair a couple of years back because my other one finally just got unusable and it was just in terrible condition. So I have an umbrella. But I've had the same beach stuff for years. And I think the beach chair and the umbrella just kind of live in the back of my car. And so I, like anybody who lives in a beach area, tend to have the same stuff. But Tim is constantly purchasing things. Now, I wonder how much of these are written off in his taxes, and then he uses those receipts and then he returns items. And so he's getting his money back, but he's still getting the stuff as a tax write off because he's saying everything is being used to create this amazing content. So I'm wondering about that often, and the persistent shopping, because it's constant. But I almost want to say it is a tax write off potentially, because he could say this is props for filming. Who the heck knows? But it's a lot of purchasing and then returning stuff. I don't know if the flags, Tim, are going to be able to be returned. All right, let me keep going.
Super Crusher. Put them on there right now. But first, it's a beautiful beach day.
So he has this huge truck, and I do not see the buggy. And he supposedly threw his back out. So why would you want to be carrying all of that stuff down to the beach when supposedly last week you were in absolute agony and having to make an emergency visit to the best doctor's office in the world that immediately gives you an appointment? Makes no bloody sense.
South Florida, the beginning of it. I'm going snorkeling. I got myself a go to hell hat. Yeah. I got a new cooler for the beach buggy that goes on the bottom.
And everybody has noticed, Tim, that you have the beach buggy. I don't see the buggy in there. I see some chairs with turtles on them. Tim just loves to buy stuff. He just cannot help himself. But everybody, Tim, has noticed that the tag to the hat is not removed. And so we have a feeling that you're going to return a hat that you've worn potentially, who knows, a couple of times to the beach. And because for a minimalist, you are persistently buying stuff. And I hope you got some sunscreen on. And I'm glad the hat is wide brimmed. Anyway, there is thought that the hat is going to be returned. And that's just ridiculous, Tim. Because this is a prop. Because the tag never gets taken off the back. I'm sure you make it down to the beach with the tag on. We'll see on Memorial Day if you still have the hat or not. And I understand already, and thank you, Ms. Vicky, for posting these. And so if you want to go over to Ms. Vicky's page, go check it out. She has given links to Tim's latest Facebook Marketplace ads, and one of the bikes is up for sale already, as predicted.
And I was gonna look for one on Marketplace, but shoot, this thing was only $19 or some dollars, $17. I got a bag of ice, some drinks, and got a couple snacks. And let me just show you what these flags are like. Memorial Day's coming, baby.
Mr. 3,000 calories a day. Haven't you already bought a cooler before? I feel that you've already purchased all of these items. You just cannot. Money burns holes in your pockets, Tim.
Look at this. Come on now. Let's see if it works. How does it work? Roll down the window.
I just want to know, did he wear the hat to the beach with the tag still going? We'll see on Memorial Day.
All right, that one looks like it goes right here. Let's see. This how it works? Hope I not scratch my little pad there. Hope it doesn't scratch my window tint. Oh, sorry about that. How come I can't get it on? Hang on. Why isn't this working?
Tim is the least handy person I have ever seen. You can very much tell that Tim never worked with his hands. Either as a hobby or for a profession. He is not a hands-on to fix take care of any of that. He is very much hands off. Not a DIY king.
Supposed to go on the car, right? Oh, you just got to get on there right. Oh, man, cool. It's got a little soft thing right here, keep it from damaging the window.
I hope you don't return these after they've been flapping out in the wind and everything. And what are you going to do, Tim, with these flags? And this is a serious question. When you go to the car wash, which you religiously go to, are you going to be willing to take those flags off and on your car windows? You have the sort of attention span of a squirrel. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
All right. Probably in the middle there or all the way back. What should I do? We'll go like that, and then we'll roll it up, see what happens. Oh, I don't know. Well, there we go. Get the other one going.
He's got that Sarasota Tim. All right, keep an eye out because, and we'll slow him down in a moment. But there's going to be somebody who passes through the window of the truck shortly. There's more than one sighting in this video.
Here we go. Take the old rubber band out here. We know what. Oh, we got to roll the window down. America, baby, America.
Nope, there she went. Let me go back a wee bit, and I'll slow the speed down. Let's kick it to 0.75. I'll go back a little bit. So just watch right here. There's going to be somebody who's going to pass through the window, and Tim unwittingly or wittingly lets it be known that he is not going to Bradenton Beach, American style, alone. No, sir, he is not.
America.
Did you see her, guys? Did you see her? There she was. Let me go back. Oh, good friend.
America, baby. America.
There she is. There's our good friend, Miss Tammy. Tammy is out and in the truck. She probably likes going in the truck and headed to the beach with her good friend Tim, obviously probably back from her Mother Day celebration. So living the best of lives with her charismatic friends with benefit, Tim, as mentioned by someone in his comments section. Timbery. You always like to say that you're looking for a good woman, but he's stopped that a little bit more recently. Hasn't talked about needing to find a sweet young thing as much. He's kind of, I think his audience has kind of called him out on it. I think he's stopped trying to attract women by playing the single guy on his YouTube channel. I think he just does that to potentially attract single ladies. Just for more views, not because he's not with Tammy.
Here we go. Just right here.
And I love the hat that says about the fishing life because we never see Tim fishing. Now, Tim would love to buy rods and stuff, but these are not inexpensive pieces of equipment. Tim doesn't even, he's talked about deep sea fishing. Have we ever once on his channel, Tim organized a day where he's gone, sorry if I hit my microphone. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm trying my best. So one of my viewers has told me that they've got some new improved sound systems and me hitting my microphone is irritating. So I'm trying. Anyway, Tim has never taken his audience out for a day of sea fishing. He's talked about these things, but in reality, if he's too much money involved, he's not going to spend it. Not going to spend it. All right, keep going, Tim. Back to 1.25.
On the back, right? Remember how to see that little soft thing it got there? So it doesn't mess you up. You just got to grab it on the edge there first.
The only part of this content that's obviously riveting is the fact that we see Tammy. And Tim can't hide her because he doesn't want to. He wants to show everybody that Tammy is there, really, because it keeps his viewers more engaged.
Slide it down on there. And then I wanted a big one, for the back of the truck. Look at that. I have to lift that up.
I swear, it doesn't matter where in the country, especially along the East Coast, every Walmart parking lot looks the same in America. It doesn't matter where. It's amazing how generic they are.
You lift my tailgate back, and then you snap that tonneau back down. Oh man, let's see. Roll that window up a little bit. I don't want to get too tight. All right. Let's take a look.
This is a man who managed to enrich himself with close to $80,000 of American taxpayer money. It's no wonder he's laughing and enjoying himself. He would deny it for anybody else. And the reason why he calls Social Security money free is because it was his ex-wives who contributed to the Social Security check that Sarasota Tim now enjoys. It was not because he worked or contributed anything. No, that wasn't how it came about. And that's why he calls it free money. Nobody else who has contributed to Social Security throughout their lifetimes and have seen it coming out of their paychecks feels that their money is free or an entitlement or anything else, but something that they have contributed to throughout their lifetime. So only Tim is it free money. Only for Tim is everything free because he has really just ridden the wave. The unicorn YouTube video, people thinking he's this really nice, affable, positive guy, and we're sending him just money through his Buy Me a Coffee and using his affiliate links. You know the story. And if you're not, and you're new to the channel, and you so far have liked this content, I would really appreciate you liking, commenting, subscribing. If you do want to join our community, we do have Good Life memberships. I do go live on occasion. And have members only for stuff like this video.
Oh yeah, America.
Now, I'm gonna have to slow it down because you would have missed her. He did it quick, and she's trying to stay off camera. At one point, she walked past, and I don't think she realized at the time that Tim was filming. Going to go past at that. I mean, she knew Tim was filming, but whether he was going to be filming right. But we have to take this real slow because it's going to be a quick pan. And because Tim's not careful with his filming, and he's certainly not going to edit. This thing is going to be uploading and uploaded to his channel while he's, headed to the beach. Because why we don't have an intro or anything else, because he's got to hit what we believe at least 10,000 views a day, because his 10,000 views will net him a certain amount of money. So YouTube pays per a rate of 1,000 views. So if Tim were to get 10,000 views on new content, plus he obviously has his more evergreen content, like the other Social Security video, which he does seemingly get still a substantial number of views on. And so that, and combined with what he does, I think he aims for about 10,000 views, and say he gets $5 per 1,000. That would obviously be by 10. That would be $50, say. Do that by 7 days a week. That's $350 minimum. And then on top of whatever he's getting from his other video, which he still gets a lot of views on that video. And he has alluded that he probably is getting around $2,000 a month from his YouTube channel recently, because he said about how one of his chats recently, he mentioned that he brings in just under $4,000 a month, and that would be between his Social Security and his YouTube income. So that's what he's bringing in roughly about a month, about $2,000 for this stuff. And it's probably a good portion of that is probably still coming up from his other video, plus these other videos, because he likes to get that 10,000. And then you think, how many is that? It's like 300,000 views. And then he has maybe 100 some thousand. He might be getting 500,000 views. That's pretty decent. And then you think, divide that by however many, and then times that by however many, and you can get a rough idea. And so he does obviously want people using his Walmart, no, not Walmart, sorry, his Amazon affiliate links. And obviously he wants also people using his other buy me a coffees. Okay, let's get back to seeing Miss Tammy. Slow, you gotta catch it, man. It's a slow catch, but I'll try to stop it. Right there. You gotta catch it. It's right there. Last time. Boom. There she is. That perfect. She's that one for my thumbnail, because that was the perfect picture right there of Miss Tammy. So obviously we've got Tammy out here. She's in the flip-flops. She's got her handbag. I'm sure she's getting ready to go. She looks like she's all happy to be with Tim and trying to be off camera and just waiting for him to get through his business. Because I am of the belief too that Tammy is obviously complicit in this. She knows that Tim talks probably a bunch of BS on his videos most of the time. This is just a persona that he has created. And she benefits financially from it too, because he's able to, have a nicer truck and fix his teeth and do a variety of other things that, had he not had this channel, I don't know where Tim would be with his eyes and feeling like being able to afford his teeth if he was just slinging sausages at Publix still. Who knows? All right. So there she is. Miss Tammy, complicit in this as much as always. And so that to me also makes me feel that she's also knowledgeable about how he treated me and striking my channel and having all sorts of other stuff. And that's just not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool, Tammy. You're not cool. That, standing up for this, malingering narcissist, in my opinion.
What does that say up here? Fish.
Ugh. Can you imagine? All slow like that. All right, Tim. Finish it out. I'm sure you're going to crush it. Let's hear what Tim says at the end. We got 4 seconds, guy. Who wants to bet he's going to say crushing it?
Fishing junkie. All right, let's go to Bradenton Beach and do some snorkeling.
Oh, he didn't. That was odd. He didn't say crushing it. I almost feel disappointed. All right, guys. If you did happen to make it this far, please make sure to drop me some type of, beachy, seaside type emoji. It could be a little palm tree, a towel, a bathing suit, whatever takes your fancy. If you did make it this far, I really do appreciate it though, because it does help boost my content up the algorithm. And it does give me a chance to warn other people about people who may be using their online presence in slightly more nefarious ways and not always being very truthful or honest, authentic, and a lot of other things that you would hope that the people that you are engaging with and supporting and giving your AdSense money to are, at least I would hope, decent human beings. And sometimes I think that you should be very cautious about how you use your watch time. It's your time, and spend it wisely, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, guys. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all the new subs. We are growing. My goal, if I could just get to 5,000 by the end of the year, that would be awesome. I don't know if we'll make it, but it would be awesome. All right, guys. Get you on the next one. Bye.